Hi, and welcome to Trike Theatre's world premiere virtual adaptation of A Christmas Carol. I'm Molly Armour, Academy Manager here at Trike Theatre in Northwest Arkansas. For more information on Trike Academy classes and workshops, please visit our website at triketheatre.org. From all of us here at Trike, we would like to wish you the happiest of holiday seasons, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Mom, you're muted.
Is that better? Hi.
Mom, your camera's off.
Oh, okay. Hold on one second. Hi, can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yep, you're all good, Mom.
Good. Hi. There you are. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to get the Zoom working at all, so that worked out well. Are you all settled in? How's Freddie?
Good. How's Dad?
He's doing okay. I can't get in the hospital to see him, but the doctors say he is hanging in there. I'm sorry that we don't get to be with you for Christmas. With Dad in the hospital and my work schedule, I just didn't want you to be stuck at home alone for Christmas.
I'd rather be home alone than here pretending to have a Merry Christmas.
I know, but last year when we lost your sister,
We didn't lose her. She died.
I know. Look, I thought this would be easier for you.
I hate Christmas.
Hi, Aunt.
Hey, hi, how did you get in here?
It's my Zoom account, so you don't
Ah.
have to begin or anything. How's Uncle?
He's been doing much better already, I think. So, what are you two gonna get up to tonight?
Movie night. Mom's making a huge palette, and we're gonna watch some Christmas movies.
It's too cold in there.
I can just tell my mom to turn up the heat. No biggie.
Better watch the energy bill now since your dad got fired.
Elizabeth, apologize. We do not talk to each other like that. He did not get fired. A lot of people are just in transition period right now. Everyone is having to adjust.
It's okay. It's okay, Abby. I'm not mad at you. It's just a tough time right now. That's why it's so special that we have each other. Christmas is about us loving each other.
Very sweet, Freddie. Thank you. Why don't you go see if you can help your mom get that palette just right while I say goodnight to Abby?
Okay, but Evie, I can't promise that I won't start eating the popcorn.
Hey, I know it's hard, but it's just a week or so, okay? Then the three of us can do Christmas right.
But Christmas will be over by then.
Well, it doesn't matter what day it is, honey. We can celebrate it just how Freddie said, just by being there and loving each other, okay?
Whatever.
Hey, have you unpacked your suitcase yet?
No.
Well, I put something in there for you. Go take a look.
Okay. You got me a book. Cool.
That was mine when I was your age. It was my favorite book to read this time of year. I thought it might give you something to keep that brain busy.
Cool.
Okay. Well, go enjoy your movie night. I love you.
Oh boy, A Christmas Carol. Like I haven't heard that one before. Molly was dead to begin with. There's no doubt whatever about that. The register for his burial was signed by the clerk, the clergyman, the undertaker. Ugh, this is awful. Humbug. Some book. There's no Mickey Mouse in here. Are there no prisons? And the union workhouses? Are they still in operation? If they would rather die, said Scrooge, then they had better do it and decrease the surplus population. Snooze.
Dad is ready. You coming?
Eh,
Ed, what do you mean?
Christmas is kind of the worst right now.
No worse? You don't mean that. I'm sure.
I do. Merry Christmas. What right have you to be merry? What reason have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
TV.
Freddie, keep your Christmas in your own way and let me keep it in mine. I mean, leave me alone.
Keep it, but you aren't keeping it.
Well, let me leave it alone then. Much good it will do you. Much good it has ever done you.
There are many things from which I might have derived good, by which I have not profited, and I dare say Christmas among the rest. But I am sure I have always thought of Christmas time, when it has come round, as a good time, a kind, forgiving, charitable, pleasant time, the only time I know of in the long calendar of the year, when men and women seem by one's consent to open their shut-up hearts freely, and to think of people below them as if they were fellow passengers to the grave, and not another race of creatures bound on others' journeys. And therefore, Uncle, though it has never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe that it has done me good and will do me good. And I say, God bless it.
Afternoon.
I ask nothing of you. Why cannot we be friends?
Good afternoon.
I'm sorry with all my heart to find you so resolute. We have never had any quarrel to which I have been a party, but I have made the trial in homage to Christmas, and I will keep my Christmas humor to the last. So Merry Christmas, cousin,
Good afternoon.
and a Happy New Year.
Good afternoon.
I'll leave you alone.
Hello? Hello? What's happening? I'm here to help you. I don't understand. Am I dreaming this? No, that would be silly. Then what's going on? And why do I keep talking like someone who's been dead for 200 years? Oh no. Am I dead? Of course I'm dead. No. That would be silly. uncle's house. I am here to help show you the way. How now? What do you want with me? What? Who are you? Ask me who I was. Fine. Who were you then? You're particular for, whatever you are. I am the little girl who loved Christmas more than anything. That was before everything. And more than that, why should I think you're anything beyond my imagination? You don't believe in me? I don't. Why do you doubt your senses? Because little thing affects them. A slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheats. You might be an undigested bit of beef, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of an underdone potato. There's more gravy than grave about you, whatever you are. And why do I keep talking like this? I'm here tonight to warn you that you have yet a chance and hope of escaping a sad fate. A chance and hope of my procuring. Ebenezer. Ebenezer? You will be haunted by the three spirits. I think I'd rather not. Without their visits, you cannot hope to avoid a future of coldness and isolation. Look to me no more, and look that for your own sake, you remember what has passed between us. Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold to me?
I am.
Who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past.
What business brings you here?
Your welfare.
Although I am much obliged, spirit, my welfare would be better suited to a good night's rest.
Your reclamation, then. Take heed. Walk with me.
I am mortal and liable to fall.
Bear but a touch of my hand there, and you shall be upheld in more than this.
Good heavens! I was bred in this place. I was a boy here.
Your lip is trembling, and what is that upon your cheek?
It's a pimple. Lead me on.
You recollect the way?
Remember it? I could walk it blindfolded.
Strange to have forgotten it for so many years. Let us go on. These are but shadows of the things that have been. They have no consciousness of us. The school is not quite deserted. A solitary child, neglected by his friends, is left there still.
Why, it's Ali Baba. Dear old honest Ali Baba. Yes, I know. One Christmas time when yonder solitary child was left here, all alone, he did come. Just like that. Poor boy. Poor Robin Crusoe. Where are you, Robin Crusoe? The man thought he was dreaming, but he wasn't. It was the parrot, you know. There goes Friday running for his life to the little creek. Oop! Hello! Oop! Poor boy. I wish... It's too late now.
What is the matter?
Nothing. I wish I could say something else to my mother. That's all.
Let us see another Christmas.
Dear brother, I've come to bring you home, dear brother. To bring you home.
Home, little fan?
Yes, home for good and all. Home forever and ever. Father was so much kinder than he used to be. That home was like heaven. He spoke to me so gently one dear night when I was going to bed that I was not afraid to ask once more if you were to come home. And he said, yes, you should, and sent me the course to bring you. And you are to be a man. You should never come back here. But first, we're to be together all the Christmas long and the merriest time in all the world.
You were quite a woman, little fan.
Do you know this place?
Know it? I was apprenticed here. Why? It's Fezziwig. Dear old Fezziwig, bless her heart. Fezziwig alive again.
Yo-ho there, my boys! Ebenezer, Dick!
Dick Wilkins, to be sure. Bless me, yes, there he is. Quite attached to me was Dick. Poor boy.
Yo-ho, my boys! No more work tonight. Christmas Eve, Dick. Christmas, Ebenezer. Let's have the shutters up before a man can say Jack Robinson. Hiley-ho, clear away, and let's have lots of room here. Hiley-ho, Dick, cheer up, Ebenezer.
A small matter to make these silly folks so full of gratitude.
Small?
Why? Is it not? He has spent but a few pounds of your mortal money, 3 or 4 perhaps. Is that so much that he deserves this praise?
It isn't that. It isn't that, Spirit. He has the power to render us happy or unhappy, to make our service light or burdensome, a pleasure or a toil. Say that his power lies in the words and looks, and things so slight and insignificant that it is impossible to add and count him up. What then? The happiness he gives is as if it cost a fortune.
What is the matter?
Nothing particular.
Something, I think.
No. I should like to be able to say a word or two to my clerk just now. That's all.
Quick, my time goes short. Always a delicate creature, whom a breath might have withered, but she had a large heart.
So she had. I will not gainsay it, Spirit, God forbid.
She died a woman, and had, as I think, children.
One child.
True. Your nephew.
Yes.
One shadow more.
It matters little to you, very little.
Another idol has displaced me, and if it can cheer and comfort you in time to come, as I would have tried to do, I have no just cause to grieve.
What idol has displaced you?
A golden one.
This is the even-handing dealing of the world. There's nothing on which it is so hard as poverty, and there's nothing that it professes to condemn with such severity as the pursuit of wealth.
You fear the world too much. All your other hopes have merged into the hope of being beyond the chance of its sordid reproach. I have seen your nobler aspirations fall off one by one until the master passion, gain, engrosses you. Have I not?
What then? If even I have grown so much wiser, what then? I am not changed towards you. Am I?
Our contract is an old one. It was made when we were both poor and content to be so, until, in good season, we could improve our worldly fortune by our patient industry. You are changed. When it was made, you were another man.
I was a boy.
Your own feeling tells you that you are not what you are. I am that which promised happiness when we were one in heart, is fraught with misery now that we are two. How often and how keenly I have thought of this, I will not say. I have thought of it enough and can release you.
Have I ever sought release?
In words, no, never.
In what then?
In a changed nature, in an altered spirit, in another atmosphere of life, in everything that made my love of any worth or value in your sight, if this had never been between us. Tell me, would you seek me out and try to win me now? No.
You think not.
I would gladly think otherwise if I could. Heaven knows, when I have learned a truth like this, I know how strong and irresistible it must be. But if you were free today, tomorrow, yesterday, can even I believe you would choose a dowerless girl, you who, in your very confidence with her, weigh everything by gain? Or choosing her if for a moment you were false enough to your own guiding principle to do so? Do I not know that your own repentance and regret would surely follow? I do, and I release you, with a full heart for the love of him you once were. You made the memory of what is past half makes me hope you will have pain in this. A very, very brief time you will dismiss the recollection of it gladly as an unforgettable dream from which you well awoke. May you be happy in the life you have chosen.
Spirit, show me no more. Conduct me home. Why do you delight to torture me? Show me no more. I do not wish to see it. Show me no more. Ebenezer! Scrooge! Come here, and get to know me better, man. I am the ghost of Christmas present. Have you never seen the like of me before? Never. Have never walked forth of the younger members of my family, meaning for I am very young. I'm afraid I have not. I don't believe I have. Have you had many siblings, Spirit?
More than 1,800.
A tremendous family to provide for. Spirit, last night I went forth on compulsion, and I learned a lesson which is working now. Tonight, if you ought to teach me, let me profit by it.
Grab hold of my hand.
What has ever got your precious father then, and your brother, Tiny Tim? And Martha, why is late last Christmas by half an hour?
Here's Martha, Mother.
Here's Martha, Mother. There's such a goose, Martha.
Why, bless your heart alive, my dear, how late you are.
We had a deal of work to finish up last night and had to clear away this morning, Mother.
Well, never mind, so long as you are come. Sit ye down before the fire and have a warm. Lord bless ye.
No. There's Father coming. Hide, Martha, hide.
Why? Where's Martha?
Not coming.
Not coming? Not coming upon Christmas Day? But what a sad state of affairs for sure.
Here I am, Father.
Ha, Martha. Quite a joke you all played.
And how did Tiny Tim behave?
Oh, Mother, it was wonderful.
As good as gold and better. Somehow, he gets thoughtful sitting by himself so much, and thinks the strangest of things you ever heard. He told me coming home that he hoped the people in the church saw him, because he was a cripple. And it might be pleasant to them to remember upon Christmas Day who made lame beggars walk and blind men see.
Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. God bless us. God bless us, everyone!
Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacancy in the poor tiny corner. A crutch without an owner, carefully preserved. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
No, oh no, kind Spirit, say he will be spared.
If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, none other of my race would find him here. What then? If he be to die, he had better do it and decrease the surplus population.
Wait, no. I never said that. That was Scrooge. I'm Evie, not Scrooge.
Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
Founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had him here. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon, and I hope he'd have a good appetite for it.
My dear, the children, Christmas Day?
It should be Christmas Day, I'm sure. And what drinks the health of such an odious, stingy, hard, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge? You know he is, Robert. Nobody knows it better than you do. Poor fellow.
My dear, Christmas Day?
I'll drink his health for your sake, and the day's, not for his. Long life to him. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He'll be very merry and very happy, I have no doubt.
He said Christmas was a humbug as I lived. He believed it too.
More shame for him, Fred.
He's a comical old fellow, that's the truth. But not as pleasant as he might be. His offenses carry their own punishment, and I have nothing to say against him.
I'm sure he is very rich, Fred. At least you always tell me so.
What of it, my dear? His wealth is of no use to him. He doesn't make himself comfortable with it. He doesn't do anything with it. He has the satisfaction of thinking, he could benefit us with it.
I have no patience with him.
Oh, but I do. I couldn't be mad at him if I tried. Who suffers by his ill whims? Himself, always. Here, he takes it into his head to dislike us. And what's the consequence? He doesn't lose much of a dinner.
Indeed, I think he loses a very good dinner.
Absolutely.
Agreed. Fred, how could you?
I was only going to say, as a consequence of him taking a dislike to us and not making merry with us is, as I think, he loses some pleasant moments which could do him no harm. I'm sure he loses pleasanter companions in his own thoughts, either in his moldy old office or dusty chambers. But I mean to give him the same chance every year, for I defy him.
Enough with the old codger. Let's play a game.
Yes. Let's play yes or no. Fred, think of something and we must guess what you were thinking. We shall ask you questions to which you will only respond to yes or no.
Come on, Ebenezer. It's time to leave.
But Spirit, here's a new game. 1/2 hour, only one.
Okay, I have something in mind.
Is it a place?
No.
Is it an animal?
Yes.
Is it alive?
Yes.
Is it a pet?
No.
Is it a disagreement animal?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Could said animal be considered savage?
Yes. Yes, it could.
Does this animal growl?
Oh, yeah. Grumbles, too.
Yes or no answers only, Fred.
Can it be found in London?
Yes.
Is it walked around the streets?
Yes.
Is it part of a menagerie?
No.
Is it a cat?
No.
A dog?
No.
A pig?
No.
Wait a minute. A living disagreeable animal that growls and grumbles and walks the streets of London? Not a cat, a dog, or a pig? I know what it is.
What is it?
It's your Uncle Scrooge.
Yes! He has given us plenty of merriment, and I think it would be rude to not drink to his name. Here is a glass of mulled wine to his name. Uncle Scrooge.
To Uncle Scrooge.
A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to the old man, whatever he is. He wouldn't take it from me, but he can have it nevertheless. Merry Christmas, Uncle Scrooge.
Hark. The time is drawing near.
Are spirits' lives so short?
My life upon this globe is very brief. It ends tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight! At midnight.
Forgive me if I'm not justified in what I ask. But I see something peculiar protruding from your skirts. Is it a foot? Or a claw?
It might be a claw for the flesh. There is upon it. Look here.
Spirit! Are they yours?
They are man's and they cling to me, appealing from their fathers. This boy is ignorance. This girl is want. But beware them both in all of their degree. But most of all, beware this boy. For his brow I see written which is doom, unless that writing be erased.
Have they no refuge? Or resource?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
Am I in the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come? You are about to show me the shadows that have not happened, but will happen in the time before us. Is that so, Spirit? Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any specter I've ever seen. But as I know your purpose is to do me good, and as I wish to become a different person from what I was, I am prepared to bear your company and do it with a thankful heart. Will you not speak to me? Lead on, lead on. The night is waning fast and it is precious time to me, I know. Lead on, Spirit.
Well, old Scratch has got his own at last, hey?
When did he die?
Last night, I believe.
Why? What was wrong with him? I thought he'd never die.
God knows.
What has he done with his money?
Haven't heard. Probably left it to his company, perhaps. He hasn't left it to me. That's all I know. It's probably to be a very cheap funeral, for upon my life, I don't know of anybody to go to it. Suppose we make up a party and volunteer?
I don't mind going, as long as lunch is provided, but I must be fed.
Cold, isn't it?
Seasonable for Christmas time.
Indeed. Well, good day to you.
Why did you show me that? Who were they speaking of?
Let me alone to be the first, let Agnes alone to be the second, and let the Undertaker man alone to be the third. Look here, old Joe, here's a chance if we haven't all three met here without meaning it.
You couldn't have met in a better place. Come into the parlor, come into the parlor. What's then? What's Mr. Ba?
Every person has the right to take care of themselves. He always did.
That's true, indeed. No man more so.
Why then, don't stand staring as if you was a fairy woman. Who's the wiser? We're not going to pick holes in each other's coats, I suppose.
Oh, indeed, we should hope not. Who's the worst of a loss of a few things like these? Not a dead man, I suppose.
No, indeed.
He wanted to keep him after he was dead, a wicked old screw. Why wasn't he natural in his lifetime? If he had been, he'd have had someone to look after him when he was struck with death, instead of lying, gasping at his last there, alone by himself.
It's the truest word. It's a judgment on him.
I wish it was a little heavier judgment, and it should have been. You may depend upon it. If I could lay my hands on anything else.
Well, open that bundle, Joe, and let me know the value of it. Speak out plain. I'm not afraid to be the first, nor afraid for them to see it. We knew pretty well that we were helping ourselves before we met here. I believe it's no sin. Open the bundle, Joe.
Here, old Joe. Here are a few trinkets he's no longer in need of.
This
That's your account. Now I'm gonna give him a sixpence about boy, I'm not doing it. Who's next? Me. That's your account. If you ask me for a penny and made a one question, I repent of being so liberal and knock off half a crown.
And now I'll do my bundle, Joe.
What do you call this? Bed curtains?
Bed curtains.
You mean to say you took them down rings and all with him lying there?
Yes, I do. Why not?
You were born to make your fortune, and you'll certainly do it.
I certainly shan't hold my hand when I can get anything in it by reaching it out for the sake of such a man as he was. I promise you, Joe.
It's like it.
Who else's do you think? He isn't likely to take cold without him, I dare say.
I hope he didn't die of anything catching her.
Don't you be afraid of that. I ain't so fond of his company that I'd loiter about him for such things, if he did. You may look through that shirt till your eyes ache, but you won't find a hole in it nor a threadbare place. It's the best he had, and a fine one, too. They'd have wasted it if it hadn't been for me.
What do you call wasting it?
Putting it on him to be buried in, to be sure. Somebody was fool enough to do it, but I took it off again. If calico ain't good enough for such a purpose, it isn't good enough for anything. It's quite as becoming to the body. You can't look uglier than he did in that one.
What terrible people. That poor dead man. Spirit, if there's anyone in this town who feels emotion caused by this man's death, show that person to me, Spirit, I beseech you.
Is it good or bad?
Bad.
We are quite ruined?
No, there's hope yet, Vera.
If he relents, there is. Nothing is past hope. It was such a miracle that had happened.
He is past relenting. He is dead. What the half-drunken woman whom I told you of last night said to me when I tried to see him and obtain last week's delay. And what I thought was a mere excuse to avoid me turns out to have been quite true. He was not only very ill, but dying then.
To whom our debt will be transferred?
I don't know, but before that time, we shall be ready with the money. And even though we're not, it would be a bad fortune indeed to find so merciless a creditor in his successor. We may sleep tonight with light hearts, Vera.
We see some tenderness caused by a death.
And he took a child, and set him in the midst of them.
Color hurts my eyes. They're better now. It makes them weak by candlelight, and I wouldn't show weak eyes to your father when he comes home for the world. It must be near his time.
Past it, rather. I think he has walked a little slower than he used to. These last few evenings, Mother.
I have known him walk with Tiny Tim upon his shoulder, very fast indeed.
And so have I. Often.
So have I.
But he was very light to carry, and his father loved him so, that it was no trouble. No trouble. There's your father at the door.
Hello. Oh my. Showing is coming along quite nicely. You should be well done before Sunday.
Sunday. You went today then, Robert?
Yes, my. I wish you could have gone. It would have done you good to see how green a place it is. But you'll see it often. My child. My little child.
I know, dear. We're all heartbroken.
So, I forgot to mention I ran into Scrooge's nephew. After a few pleasantries, he said, I seem just a little bit down, you know? I told him of our situation, on which he said, I'm heartily sorry for it, Mr. Cratchit, and heartily sorry for your good luck. By the by, how he ever knew that, I don't know.
Knew what, my dear?
Why, that you were a good wife.
Hey, everybody knows that.
Very well observed, my boy. I hope they do. Heartily sorry, he said, for your good wife. If I can be of service in any way, he said, giving me his card. That's where I live. Pray, come to me. Now, it wasn't for the sake of anything he might be able to do for us, so much as for his kind way, that this was quite delightful. It really seemed as if he had known our tiny Tim and felt with us.
I'm sure he's a good soul.
You would be sure of it, my dear, if you saw and spoke to him. It shouldn't be at all a surprise, mark what I say, if he got Ed a better situation.
Hear that, Ed?
Ed will be keeping company with someone and setting up for himself.
Get along with you.
For that, my dear. But however and whenever we part from one another, I am sure we shall none of us forget poor Tiny Tim. Shall we?
No, never, of course not.
I'm very happy to hear.
Spectre, something informs me that our parting moment is at hand. I know it, but I know not how. Before I draw nearer to that stone, answer me one question. Are these the shadows of the things that will be, or of the things that may be only? Men's courses will foreshadow certain ends, in which if persevered in they must lead. But if the courses be departed from, the ends will change. Say it is thus in what you show me. Am I the man who lay upon the bed? No, spirit, no, please hear me. I am not the man I was. I am not the man I must have been for this interaction. Why show me this if I am past all hope? Good spirit, assure me that I yet may change the shadows you have shown me by an altered life. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try and keep it all the year. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. I will not shut out the lessons that they teach. Please tell me I may sponge away the writing on this I'm back. Movie night. Did I miss it? Movie night. Did I miss it?
No.
Good. You think I could, watch with you?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, I'm really sorry about earlier.
Yeah, it's okay. I understand that you've been going through some things and it's just been a really rough time.
Didn't give me a reason to act like I did, though.
Christmas time is about us forgiving and loving each other.
You're right. Thanks. You can start the movie. I'm just gonna go talk to my mom really quick. I'll be back with some popcorn.
Hi, Evie? Are you okay? What's wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. I'm fine. I just wanted to say that I'm really sorry for how I acted the last time we met, and like I yelled and I got mad. I'm just stressed about Dad, and
So much stressed about, yeah.
away from him. And then I acted out on you, which wasn't fair. And I know it didn't make it any easier for you.
Oh, sweetheart, you know I will always love you, and I know that you get angry sometimes. There's so much to have feelings about right now. But thank you for apologizing. You are so kind, and you have such a big heart. And I love that about you.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too. It won't be long. We can share Christmas together, okay?
Can't wait.
Merry Christmas, Evie.
Merry Christmas.
I love you.
Love you, Mom.
I'll see you soon, okay?
Okay.
Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he was a second father. He became as good a friend, as good a master, and as good a man as the good old city knew, or any other good old city, town, or borough in the good old world. He had no further interaction in spirits, and it was always said that he knew how to keep Christmas well. If any man alive possessed the knowledge, may that be truly said of us, and all of us. And so as Tiny Tim observed,
God bless us, everyone!